Hey guys, I'm back, and we're moving on to the pleasure of a knight. That's what this topic is about. We're going to talk about how knights in a closed game are very effective, and how bishops in an open game are effective as well. But we're going to have one of the greatest endgame players show us how smooth and how wonderful the endgame can be played. Of course, we know that it's Raul Capablanca versus Rash or something like that. I apologize if I'm doing that. I'll just call him Resh. Okay, because he has like a long name. So we'll do Kappa and we'll do Resh. So Kappa's white and Resh is black. This is a really interesting position because if you notice how many pawns are on the light squared the bishop's color. One, two, three, four. And remember, bishops are strong in an open position, so what's going to happen is black wants to open, or Rush wants to open, or Resh, or I'm sorry, yeah, what did I say, Resh? Wants to open the position for his light squared bishop. Kappa doesn't want to have that happen. He wants to close the position down. But Rush says he plays the correct move, which is G5 exclam. It's really important. Oops, my bad there. It takes advantage of, see, he's putting another pawn on the opposite color of the bishop, on the light square bishop. He's also trying to open up the position for his light square bishop to come into play. But so Kappa can't let him just take his pawn and wreck his structure. See, Kappa has a better pawn structure than Rush. Rush has 3 pawn islands, and Kappa has 2 pawn islands. In an endgame, pawn islands are huge, because what that is more weaknesses. Like we studied the theory of 2 weaknesses. If you have 3 pawn islands, that's 3 areas that you have to actually defend. So, but if you only have 2, then you only have to defend 2 spots. So that's the drawback and that's the weakness. So he takes back here, and B. Did I put? Oh, strat. Put the knight in the wrong spot. My bad there. Just give me a second. I knew I had something wrong. Come on, don't stall on me now. Don't stall on me now. Come on. Bear with me. I had it set up. I thought I had it set up correct. Cause I wanted to get it set up before. Come on, don't lag on me. I wanted to get it set up before I got on so that I could just directly talk. But of course, you know how. Oh boy, you know how things work out. Very irritating, but you got to deal with what you got. Otherwise, we let that affect us, and we're not going to. Oops, not 2 kings. Otherwise, we let that affect us, and then guess what? We don't think to the best of our abilities. And so don't let that happen in your game. Stay focused, and if something happens that may be different that you don't know how to handle, don't give up. Just keep pushing forward. Okay, now I'm going to have to flip the board. Just give me a second here. Alright, there we go. Flip the board. Okay. We're just gonna gather there, and then B5, 4. Remember the B4 attacks the bishop, so the bishop's gonna have to move. Capablanca was a master of the endgame. He was like the best. He can turn a drawn endgame into a won endgame. Magnus Carlsen's also the same. It's very similar of a player. He'll grind you until you make a mistake. Then when that happens, he keeps grinding till the game and you resign. So let's turn on to the next page, my friends. All right. Let me see tonight. Let's see. He moved. Where'd the bishop move? What the heck? Wait. This can't be. Oh, I see. Because if he see he takes here. See if he takes here, he'll take here, and there's not enough time to. Okay, I thought I had the wrong move sequence, but now I realize that. Come on, don't stagger me. Okay, there. And if he takes here, and there's no way you could. There's no way to stop it from queening. So that's why. Let's see. That's why taking the bishop can't happen. So Kappa has to capture. The bishop moves to b7 because it wants to stay in contact with the center. This pawn right here stops the passed pawns from going down the board. But its drawback is it prevents the bishop from having such a powerful scope along the a8 to h1 diagonal, or h1 to h8 diagonal. It all depends on how you want to say it. Either way works. So now g4 is played by Kappa. What he's trying to do is get his king involved and also get a passed pawn going, because here and then there, and the pawn starts marching up the board. The knight can restrain this pawn easily, and if you get passed pawns, remember we talked about it, it's killer. So it's very powerful what Kappa's idea is. So g7, black has to get his king to the protection of the g5 square really fast, because when he plays here, and then here, he wants to have the king being able to stop the onslaught up the board, and Kappa knows that, and so he plays king to e2, because there's no threat of moving here, because what would happen is he would just push onward, and this pawn becomes a weakness, because if the move's here, because this pawn becomes a weakness, because there's no way this bishop can guard the d4 pawn, different color of the bishop. That's the power of knights above bishops, is that knights can protect on any square. But I got to rephrase that. Knights can protect on the scope of their squares. I need to, because any square would mean that it acts like a queen or a bishop. That's not right. It can protect by moving here. If white had a pawn here, all the knight would have to do to protect his pawn, let's say that black moved here, we'll say that this is white's pawn. Just imagine it's white's pawn. What white can do to protect it is to move to c2, protecting the pawn. Just imagine it's white. Okay, I know it's black, but I just wanted to give you an example on what that would what it would be like for protection. So let's pull out of that. Let's get out of this. But you guys get the drift now, how a knight can really move around all over the board and protect squares that aren't, like the bishop is stuck protecting light squares. The knight can move and protect this square, and after he moves here, he can move like here, protecting that square. So like if a knight went here, he's protecting that square. Then if a knight went here and he moved there, he's protecting that square. He's protecting this square. So he has the power, a big amount of power. That's why in an endgame, a close endgame, he is one of the strongest pieces in the game. Closed endgames. Hey, get to take a look at my game, or did I think I think we did it one of yours a long time ago, Fox, but not recently. We haven't looked at a game recently, one of your games. So yeah, yeah, exactly. And so if you'd want to do a game, if you have a game you want to go over, we can do that too. Or we can we can just continue in the end game with Capablanca versus Rush. Either way is good. Let's see, King G7. Okay, G6. So if you want to go over it, just post it in and we'll go over it. Let's see. Okay, D3. He's trying to go after this pawn. What he'll do is he'll move his king to D5, D4. Knight takes D4, king takes D4, and then this pawn will fall once the king gets here because it'll go over and eat that up, and this pawn will shoot right up the board like it's a monster of an attack. So H5 for Rush. G takes H5, king takes H5, D4. Capablanca's idea is coming into effect. He's not worried about this because if the pawn moves, he'll just take. King takes, knight takes, bishop takes, king takes. Even if he loses this, he's going to come over and win this pawn, and this B pawn will just become a queen, and black will have to put his hand out. Rush will have to put his hand out to Capablanca, and it'll be game over and on to a new game. So H4, he's going to try to come in and sideswipe the F4 pawn. That's the idea about that. So let's see. Yeah, knight takes D, like we talked about. G3. He's trying to go for the attack here to get his passed pawn rolling up the board. So Kappa goes F4. G4, he's got a pass pawn now, but it's not really a big deal because he can bring his knight back and stop it if he needs to. So it doesn't matter how far this pawn gets down the board. Kappa also has a white pass. He has a pass pawn as well. It's going to take a move for the king to get out of the way, so it depends on basically whose turn it is at the moment. So F5, there we go. Bishop C8, King E5. Because he's not, Kappa actually accomplished a couple things. He now can implant a knight here to stop the pawn from progressing. He also has, remember we talked about two. Yeah, exactly. And that's correct, Fox. He did play F5, and yeah, we talked about connected pass pawns. How if these guys get traded off and that gets traded off, these three pieces, if these two pawns right here exist and connect, this king has no way to stop them, and the white king will come over, win this, and have three, and it will just be pain and more pain for black or Rush. So D7, and there he goes. He connects them. Yeah. So now all he's got to do is trade this guy off for that guy, and he's got a one game. But he's got to get rid of this pawn first. So D4. Bishop. Oh, bishop E. E8. Kappa plays a little too aggressive. He actually plays king to D4, which is a mistake. And there's no real issue of him playing knight to F4, because knight F4 does a couple things. he stops the king here, and also he can implant it here if he needed to, here, or the knight could come down and play knight to e3, and then when the king moves, sacrifice the knight. And then now Capablanca could get these two pawns going down the board, and it'll remember these pawns protect themselves, so they don't have to worry about anything. They can go up the board, up, and then this bishop's going to have to give its life. This king will have to come up and stop one of these pawns. The bishop will give its life. The king will. White's king will come over, take this pawn, march out of the way, and this guy will just come up the board. So that would have been a better move sequence than what actually he did. Okay, let's delete there. I'm gonna delete again. Oops, what did I do? Let me see. Did I do 50? No, we don't want 15. So I gotta delete that one. Delete. Thank you. Okay, he played there. What the hey? Oh man, I hate when this happens. Let's see. I'll have to delete all the way to there. Okay, D4. Okay, but we got that right finally. I have to delete right when you do multitude of variations. Otherwise, you could lose the prior variation you're on. Okay, king to F3. Remember the idea back here. He no longer can play here with that knight. When the king moves here, the king could actually move over exactly like he did, and he gets his passed pawn going. But there's still a saving grace, knight to e3, so that'll prevent the pawn from coming here, sack at the right time, get these two pawns rolling up the board, win that one. Still okay, but not the best. Okay, e5. Because remember, if he pushes, the knight's just going to drop right there. So Capablanca is not upset at all about pushing these two pawns. G3, knight comes in. He's more than happy to sack the knight, because now these two pawns are farther away from the king, so now the white king can come up and support these. It was different if there'd be a king closer to these guys. Not anymore. This bishop's going to have to give his life for one of these guys, and it's going to end up queening. So you know, there's a mistake being made, and that was a mistake. It accomplished really nothing, because Kappa can protect this pawn. He can actually push here, and this pawn isn't going anywhere. And if it gets pushed, he could take. Yes, he takes there, but remember, the white king can now come up and support this, and the knight is still alive, which means it will outmaneuver the bishop when these two monsters start rolling. So we got to be careful how we play our endgame, because one wrong move like F4 doesn't look, King F4 doesn't look bad, but it is a losing move. So it gives Kappa a hope of another keep power push, as I would say. Okay, G3, G2. Knight takes G2. King takes F. And then remember we talked about D5. The bishop can't stop this, because I mean the king and bishop can't attack it yet, because if the bishop tried, bye-bye. If the bishop tried, bye-bye. So the bishop at this moment is kind of locked. So it would actually take like 3 moves to get over there to attack it, because it would have to go here, here, and here, and that would give Capablanca enough time to get his king here, here, and then up the board it goes. So that's the problem with that. And then king d4. Let's see. FKF F4. Hold on, what did I miss something? Gotta go to, okay, d5, g4. There we go, okay. I was a little too ahead of myself there. E check, f4, and then d4, and the player resigned at this point. There's no way that he has any hope of getting going, because what'll happen next, let's say that this never happened, we're just gonna, but the king is also, yeah, exactly. The attack of the bishop on h5. Okay, bishop h5, h5. Oh yeah, yes, bishop h5, and then here that could work. Yeah, I see what you're saying. And then there could be a check here. Yeah, exactly. So good idea there, Fox. Okay, where were we? Okay, back here, d4. Okay, we're just gonna say, we'll say bishop h5. This never happened, but what Kappa can actually do is play pawn e7, and now it's on the opposite color of this bishop, and now he can implant a knight there, protect it, and then get his knight here, and then queen, bishop takes, knight takes. The king's still close enough to this pawn, so this pawn right here, and he'll have a knight. Or maybe he'll sack the knight, this and this and this, for this black king to be far enough away for this to be taken by the white king, and it's just pain, more pain. Let's see. Okay, this. Let's see if let me see if this is the one that I wanted to go over as well. Yeah, this is the person who wrote this book, Jeremy Silman, actually played a game against. No, I did that wrong. Nope. Oh, right here, over here. Gotta edit. He played a game against a computer in Los Angeles, 1989. This is when computers were starting to. Oops, my gotta do editor. This is when computers were starting to come on the scene. Oh, is this your? Okay, let's see right here. Is this your game? Let me see. Let me see. Come on. This is my game. Okay. Come on, computer. Okay, versus. Ah, I like it. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Oh, interesting. So c4, knight f6. Okay, that's interesting. The English. You still have a lot of good points here. Yeah. Now you're going into the English. Okay, kings. Yeah, that's let's see here. So far, so good. You really don't see anything. Aronians. Okay. Yeah, he's really a good player. He won the cup in this time. He played against Sting, and I think he won because he had enough draws to win. So let's see. Okay, here. Okay, e5. So far, so good. Let's see, takes. If you okay, you didn't take. You pushed. Not bad. And exposed a outpost here. You gain space though, so. Oh, the Von Aronian, yeah. I'm sorry, I think I pronounced his name kind of incorrectly, but yeah, I see. Yeah, he's a really strong player. I think he has a really good chance of maybe even getting to be the candidate person to face Magnus, and it'd be a really good game if he does that. I hope our guy Wesley, not Wesley, but Caruana gets in rating wise, because Aronian won by the World Cup, so I think Caruana might be the next one to be invited. So I hope so. I like the push. It takes a long time to attack. Yeah, yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. It you take a ton of space in the center, a lot of space. Like you have a lot of space here, here. Attacks the knight. He can't if he plays there. Your bishop still is protecting. He can't take here. Your knight protects. If he retreats back, his position's all muddled up and bad. So yeah, this move's good. The only move I see that black could have is, I'm not even looking at the game right now, is if I was black I'd play here. But the only problem is then you have bishop to e3, takes, and then queen takes, and you've won a pawn. But you sacrifice your good bishop. It all depends. Oh wow, he did that. Wow, I didn't think he was going to do that. I thought he was going to maybe play here, and then back here, and then here. I know he wasn't going to play here because of that, and you will actually win the knight. So he has that or that. This is an interesting move sequence. But yep, bishop e3. And there's no way of really getting this knight out of here because your pawns control here, 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 here. So this knight is trapped. This is gonna happen, and then you're gonna win a pawn. So c5. Oh, so he's trying to. Okay. That is a way to get it out. And oh wow. That's that's actually the best move. Knight takes would actually, in my opinion, be the best, because this still sets up for your bishop to take, pawn takes, and then queen takes idea. So you'd be up a whole pawn. So that is an interesting. Yep, there it is. Yeah. Ouch. So you're up a whole pawn now. Now whoever's playing black has to prove that what he had played is a good move, which at this moment, the computer says 0.14. I think a human would judge it differently, but I could see why it's a 0.14. There's still not a lot, because if you push here, it takes and then takes, and he's won a pawn back here. He'll take, protected by a bishop. So, oh wow, he did that. I really didn't. Huh? What would it? Yeah, yeah. I think the computer's right here. That's actually a good move. The rook to b8. Then you would probably play b3, protecting, and then you would hold on to your. I didn't want to leave this strong knight. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, he played there. He moved back. Okay, queen. Bishop. Okay, two defenders. That's so. White's going to come here and then here. No, he wouldn't play there. So he'd probably play here and then there. Okay. Bishop. Oh, so White's gonna castle. Gotcha. And you're still a pawn up, so let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 6, so you're still a pawn up. He castles. Knight comes in. Rook comes over. H. Since this bishop left the diagonal, I could effectively deploy. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you could actually go to D, knight to D, D5. He's, yeah, he's trying to attack 3 times this pawn. And what'll happen next, black will play bishop back to F8, and then he'll have 3 people attacking. So the knight is really a good idea because takes, oops, takes, and yeah, if I was on C8, he would snap my knight off on H3. Yeah, if he was right here, he could snap your knight off. So when the bishop moved, it was okay for you to actually move there a couple moves back. Yeah, I would have. Yeah. Then you'd have double pawns. You'd have this pawn here and then this pawn. Yeah, it'd be pretty bad. But there is one benefit though to these double pawns is now you have an open file on the king on G7. So Jeremy Silman talks that double pawns aren't really a weakness because you're still in the middle game. You still have enough to defend your double pawns, but you would be able to control this whole G file. So don't be afraid of sometimes trading off for this bishop knight, because you can move a rook over because you haven't castled yet. Your queen can come over, doubling up, and then checkmate. There's a lot. You have a lot more development than he does, so the doubled pawns wouldn't really affect you. You can always castle. Yeah, exactly. You could castle queenside, get these 2 rooks involved. See, queenside's safe for you because are white, because there's no really attack that can happen. His pawns, he doesn't have pawns right here to go here and here, so you can castle queenside, get everything involved in the battle. Yeah, you're totally winning either way. Okay, let's get on to the next move. Okay, B, that's a good move. Yeah, then back. Yeah, so you're getting ready for an attack down the board here. Gotcha. So you're gonna in this position it might be okay to, yeah, it's still, I think you still could castle along here and it still would be okay, because you then could bring your rooks over. You have enough defenders in play. So yeah, you'd be fine. You're actually in charge. Whoever is white's in charge at this point. And yeah. Oh, they're loving it. Sorry, I just need a little water. Yeah. I agree. C3, I mean F3 is solid. It protects the pawn here. So you have 3 versus 3, and if he took, your bishop prevents any cheapo check ideas. So you're fine, and you're really strong. It's, yeah. Oh wow, I'd love to be white in this game. Okay, there. Okay, let's see. Okay, you take, knight takes, bishop takes. Wow, he just gave you 2 pawns. That's knight takes, pawn. Yep. Now you got a pass pawn. Yeah, the computer says 1.3. Yeah, you're a pawn, but I pass pawn is killer in a middle game because you can actually, it could be stopped, but I know that it blunts this whole diagonal of the light squared as well. So your position is excellent if you're playing as white. It's great. Let's see, rook. He is trying to break. Yeah. If I was black, I probably, he moved his bishop to stop you from castling, but you're not in any problem. You know, you can also anytime you wanted castle. Well, you can't actually, because then there'd be a discovery and you lose your queen. So that is an interesting move here. That is a two double-edged move. I was thinking Harry to h5, but that might be too aggressive. It might open up the position for white. So yeah, I think bishop to f4 is an interesting idea. Queen moves. Let's see. So yeah, you'd want to move your rook because you want to play knight to a4 and then attack the c pawn. That's an idea. Also prevents this from pushing. You might have even had the, I know this sounds odd, back here you could have even traded off your queen. Blocking. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that you could do that too. You could have even traded off your queen too. Here, and you have this passed pawn. The closer you can get to an endgame, this pawn on d5 matters the most. Especially when you're two pawns up. Trading down at this point would be stellar. Okay, that's still good. Queen c4 is still good. Okay, he's trying now to crack on your b pawn because he's going to try to go here, which actually that's not the best move because you could always take. Yes, it looks like it. Yeah, exactly. That's right. It is for sure safe. But yeah, you're going to be faster to actually attack. He's trying to get. Oh, yep. That is big. But you still have here, because if you play here, you'd probably play over there. But he actually can't because that's hanging. So maybe queen to b5 is a good idea. Even if he plays bishop, he actually can't play bishop. Then he might take, and that stops. So I think queen to b5 is actually a strong move because he's gonna have to either go here. And then, let's see, what can you do then? That is an interesting. Queen to b5 is interesting. That's a good move too. Yeah, that's actually a really good move. Yeah, knight's good too. Wow, okay, there. Wow. Yeah, you're really strong in the middle game, man. Yeah, because you're doing excellent. Hey, I was the troll who posted that. Yeah. Hey, now you know what? Come on in, not a problem. You know, we're here to learn, so you're more than welcome to come in. Let's see. Knight back. Let's see. I could see why queen takes isn't the best because that opens the file up and then you allow counterplay. So knight here or here. Let's see. Did you play? Yeah, that's actually the best because now you can come into d3 attacking here and the bishop. So yep, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Ooh. That's interesting. I can't contest. Yeah, the C file is under his control at the moment. I see that. Yeah, through this. Let's see. Rook to D2 stops the queen from coming in. But actually, yeah, and it also protects that pawn, so that's kind of like a forced move. Yep, that's forced. Huh. Yeah, H5 is an interesting idea. Because H5, then he'd have to push here. Huh. I don't know. H5 looks a little too... It looks at... Huh. Yeah, that's... I don't blame you for going rook to C2. The engine likes H5 sacrifice. A2, yeah. Well, the machine's all about calculating, and it goes over like several 100,000 million games. Several million games, and it picks the right move. It's a tricky move. Yeah. I probably wouldn't do that. Oh, interesting. Let's see. Here, if a rook slides over, then you have the fork. There's an interesting idea. Knight fork is... Oops, sorry, there's no knight fork. Wrong arrow. Yeah. My mistake there. Yeah. Okay. Boy, the computer wants to push pawns like there's no tomorrow. How come we didn't play? This actually wins a piece. Oh, gotcha. It's in check. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, that's right. Getting on in the F6. Yeah, F6. F6 is really good. Queen F6. Knight. Yeah, because if you get a knight and a queen there, that's a good idea. Yeah, you're still up 2 pawns. Wow. Ouch. Yeah, he does. Black doesn't needs to know that you do not want to do that. His king's under an extreme amount of fire already. He is threatening C4 check. Oh no, you're fine on the king move. That's fine. Everything. F5. You don't if you're king. See, there's I know we already talked about. There's two sides of the board. There's the queen. Oops, sorry. There's the queen side. Dang it! Come on. Sometimes it does that. Queen side. King side. I know we already talked about that, but let's say he's under attack on the king side. He's only got one piece on the king side defending the king. One thing you don't... I am much strong. Yes, exactly. That's right. Oops, my bad there. Sorry. Let's see, I have to delete. Whoops. Oh, that's good. There's still... What the heck? Where did I go wrong here? Okay. Did I do something wrong? Let's see. There. Nope, we're still good. Okay, F5. Okay, I'm just going to keep that move. For some reason my mouse slipped. Sorry about that. Okay, but you wouldn't want to attack when you only have one defender. He should play here and here and get his pieces back. Or knight here, rook here, and slide over. He's heavy on the queen side, and he's going to get smashed on the king side. You do not want to do what he just did. That's destruction time. Takes. Have you? I think that check might. Let's see. Check here. Here. Actually, you can't. So check here. And then he'd have to move here. And oh no, that doesn't work because yeah, you don't have a defender. Queen check. Yeah, that's the correct because here and then that is mate. That is mate 2. Yeah, that is mate 2. Yep, there's mate 2. Exactly. I need to sacrifice. Yep. That's an excellent game. You do. You have a really great middle game and an opening. And you're improving really a lot in end game too, because you are able to set up. You used your structure good, and positionally you were excellent. If he took the pawns on the yeah, it doesn't matter. He can munch all the way all he wants over here. You have him crunched over here. Like we were talking about a little bit ago, he should have moved his rook here or got his bishop here and started getting it back. The pushing here was insane. I don't usually say that. The pawn push was crazy. It just yeah. I don't know if I have words enough to say wow. Good game, man. Good game. That was an excellent game. Thank you for sharing your game, by the way, too. That was I really enjoyed going through it. Thank you about that. And I'll do one. We'll play one, but this is a great game. Does it? Oh, wait a second. Before I play, does anybody want to play a game with me? Again on here. Does anybody want to play? Because I'm more than willing to. You want to play, Fox? Oh, you are funny. You're funny. You're funny. That's that is funny. Would you like to play? Because I'm more than willing. We can play and then go over it or whatever you guys want to do. Yeah, we'll keep this game here for right now. Now I'll go back to because this is a great game, man. You really took advantage of. Oh, okay, gotcha. But you did excellent on that because you took advantage of all of his weaknesses and yeah, and he didn't know what the player didn't know what to do, and it ended up with him getting checkmated. So keep up the good work. You're gonna really do good in chess. Keep training. Okay, come on. It's even earlier, and you would think that there'd be more games out here. Maybe I have to lessen my. I know I'll get some at 1500. Yeah. Ooh. Do I want to do 20 minutes? I'll play this guy here. We'll just play here. You gotta give them all a chance. You know, you never know because the question marks means that they're not their rating isn't definite yet. So if this player plays and he wins a lot, his rating might shoot up to like 2000. So you could be playing against the 2000. The question mark means his rating's not firm at this moment. Okay, he's doing the French defense in the English. Oh, wow, he is going for a huge attack, isn't he? I'm keeping this open here because he can't drop his knight here to attack my bishop. And here I can take, so do they ever play bishop to e5? Yeah, you could play bishop to e5 later on. It hits the rook. Yeah. The only problem with playing bishop to e5 was this move here, the knight comes to c6. That's the only sitch. And the queen protects the... I need two attackers, and I guess I could. Let's see. Here, he'd bring his knight here. No, there wouldn't be enough time. I'd want to bring my queen there, so I don't know if that would work. Good idea, though. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I got to see. He wants to play here. I'm just going to play there, stopping this. Actually, if he plays here, I'll just retreat. I'll know here, and then I have another move, and if he plays here, takes. I can drop my knight in. Now I can develop my knight, and I don't want to give up my... In this type of structure, you don't want to give up any of your bishops, because his structure of pawns is horrible. Before knight, g6, g5. Yeah, yeah, that was kind of weird. He should have, when he played that was... Let's see back here. Yeah, when he played that's interesting, but the only issue with that is it's blocking the pawn, so I could have won the pawn if he played knight, then g. Let's see. Okay, dokie. Let's see. Should I play knight f3? Yeah, exactly. Knight f3, knight f3, knight f3. So I want knight f3, knight gf3. Then you play bishop takes g3. F takes g3. Yeah, I'm going to play my knight. Because if he trades his dark square bishop off, that's actually his best bishop, so... It does fracture my pawns, but not anything to worry about at the moment. It also helps me later on, like if I play bishop d3 in castles, so he's doing that. Gotcha. I'm going to actually win a pawn here. Hit bishop and destroy. Yeah, exactly. And then, see, I'm not worried about trading off. He actually allowed me to trade the way I wanted to, because I can now take here and then come back. He loses a very important pawn. It also, when I take, it undiscovers an attack on the knight, so I'm really crushing right now. But he takes. That is possible at that point. So let's see. Let's see if I push the G pawn. Yeah, I'm gonna go after his knight. He should have actually moved here. That would have actually been a better idea. I think G. That was the knight. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. H6. I don't know. H5. Oh yeah, I think. I'm sorry. My bad. I mean G7. Sorry, knight G7. Not here. Knight G7. Because what it does is it allows that. Let's see. How can we? Yeah, I'm gonna play there. If he takes, I'll take. It just fractures his. He'll have double pawns in the center, which that is a problem right now. Yeah, yeah, because I want a pawn. Now he's got to prove. He's gonna have to. He'll castle. He could castle at this point. I'd retreat my knight back. Or I could actually push H4. The only problem is he could push H6. Now my knight moves, he wins a pawn. So I don't want that to happen. This is So he's trying to trap my my knight. Very, very interesting. It's not definite though, so. Yeah, that wasn't, I don't think, darn it, that wasn't the best move. I shouldn't have played that. I should have probably just sacrificed the, drat. Thinking too much. Let's see. Actually, I could just, I can sack the knight right now anyways, push, G5. Yeah. See, is there any way? Let's see, there, nothing. Just gonna have to sack that. Let's see if I can get some active play here. Let's see if I can get some active. I'll bring my queen. He's still okay. And I'm still okay as well. I'll castle queenside, move my bishop out of the way. I have a passed pawn, so there is somewhat of compensation. Let's see. There. So I could win. Actually win another pawn here. Takes. Push here. And then this is pinned, so I could play knight takes here. There's a pin. Yeah, that's the only stitch. Yeah, 94. Let's see. Let me see. Try to see where would be a good spot for my queen. Let's see. I think what would be a good spot. I read that's a good idea. I read that. Just I have to take that in consideration. Queen A3. Is there anything I could do though? There. I'll try that because then I'll go B4 and we'll see if how that turns out. Also keeps an eye on this pawn too, the one that I want to go after as well. I now have the threat of B3 again. Queen B3. That's still a threat. Yeah, his knight has to go back here. Yeah, if he played knight c4, I'd play knight takes, knight, and then pawn takes, bishop takes, and it'd be actually a check on his. Then he'd push. I could retreat back. Let's see. Anything? Nothing. 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 I'm gonna play right here. Yeah, he's trying to go for pretty good attack here. Now we have to put the pressure on now. Let's see, we don't want him to infiltrate in anywhere. Let's see. Let's see, knight. I need to put my knight to a good spot. Trying to think. That is an interesting idea. Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to give that a shot because that does take advantage of this pin here. They have a lot of space. Lots and lots of space right now. I actually don't have to take at this moment. There's no reason to take. Let's see, pawn takes, pawn. That would lead to an interesting endgame, for sure. Undoubles his pawns. Does keep pressure on that. Gets rid of the queens. I like f5. I was thinking about that. I gotta speed up though. I'm getting a little too slow. I gotta quicken this time. Yeah, that's gonna cause him a lot of problems. Cause I'm gonna take takes, then I could play bishop takes, and it's going to be a problem for him. Yeah, this puts a lot of this puts a lot of issues with him. Now that right there is worth undoubling his pawns right there. That move, take, combination. Yeah, he's having to think about this. He's like, okie dokie. Yeah, he can't take. He can't take here because he'd lose the bishop with check. So he's gotta retreat his bishop. He's thinking to himself, oh, what did I get myself into? Well, you challenge the best. No, I'm bad. Yep. Okay. Now he's got a lot of time to think, but there's really he's like cramped to the max. Boom, baby. There it is. Yeah. If he doesn't take, it's blocked. But I like the idea of I can implant a knight here. I can take here. This really wrecked his structure for the long run. He can't infiltrate in here. If he infiltrates there, I'll take, and then I can play knight here and threaten a check there. Wow, sneaky, interesting. So G. He just gave me a pawn. That's crazy. He just gave me a pawn. That's insane, man. Because if he pushes here, I take, takes, takes. Uh, yeah, that is I agree about closing it. That is a good idea. Probably because I'm down. Oh, a pawn. I have 3 pawns for a knight, so I'll have another pawn to boot here. All right, our time's equalized. Yeah. All right, now we're ahead. Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Gonna love it. Okay, see, checks, nothing, nothing, nothing. We're good to go. Let's see. I just want to give it one more check idea to see if there's anything that I'm not sure if I want to take with the knight though. Do I? Because I now that I think about it, if I take with the pawn. That's double. Okay, yeah, let's see. Takes with the knight. It does allow the knight to be protected, but here, yeah, I'm gonna take with the knight. You know, there goes another pawn. We're a pawn up now. Yeah, I was thinking maybe. Let's see there. Double ups there. Yeah, but like what you're saying, in this type of position, you do not really want to open the position. But you're right. That, I mean, now that I think about it, unless he takes, I could double up rooks. The only sitch I can see though, now if he tries to do that takes here, yeah, that was a mistake on his part. See, now you see why the knight idea is a good idea. It guards the c6 pawn. I think he's lost here, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's done here, because we're going to win our knight back. Well, he might play bishop here. Yeah, now that I think about it. Let's see. Anything. Can I double attack this? Ooh, I like this move here. That's a really good move. Is b5. Oh yeah, let's see. Okay. b5 takes. The only reason I don't, let's see, b5. You're right, that did win. Ah, drat. I was thinking, but I still have that option open too, so I'm still blessed. But I thought that if I take here, takes, rook check, wins the queen, and I'm still up material. Let's see, takes. Yeah, I don't want to let in his okay. Uh, And that's one thing that I have to consider as well. I'm gonna castle. I'm just gonna castle here. I know this is crazy letting that happen, but I don't want him to get into attacking any of these structure things here. Yeah, I was thinking rook d7, but oh yeah, rook d7. He can't. Oh, rook d7. He can't move there, can he? Still is an idea. Rook d7. It's still. I hope it's still an idea. Yeah, rook d7. I should have. I thought about that. I can't believe I didn't see this threat and the protection. I gotta stay on. Gotta get my head in the game. Get my head in the. I'm still winning, but I want to win. You know, better. Yeah, rook b7. Then he can bring his other rook over, defending that. Rook takes. See if he moves a rook over, if he moves this rook over, I'll just move here, my knight back here. Then if he takes, I'll take here, check, and I'll win that pawn. So it's the blessing of okay. Okay, check. Let's see. Thanks. Yeah, There's a couple moves. I want to, after we win this, I want to go back and look at those moves because those were the best moves, and I want to work through them to see because it's good for analysis to go over that. I believe that's mate in 2. Let's see. Check. Maybe not. No, that's not mate 2, but I can win a pawn. Let's see. Now pushing, yeah, G4. That's mate. Yeah, G4. Then yeah, that goes here, and there's mate here. Mate's on. Yeah, Rook F4 is mate. You know, you're right. That's mate. Okay, I want to go back to those 2 points, and then I'm gonna get some work done. I want to get on earlier so that I have a bunch of work more than I have to do tonight. So let's see. Yeah, okay. Let's analyze. Yep. Let's go back. Where is that? Where? Let's see here. No. Oh, here it is. Right here. Yeah. This is 1 point we talked about here. Yeah, it was. I made a couple inaccurate moves. Let's see. But, you know, it turned out we were able to take advantage of small cracks in his wall. Let's see. What would he take with here? He wouldn't. Oh, that is true. We'll see about that. Huh, okay. So it says 0.2, so let's see what would... Okay. Okay, so... Yeah, oops. That was right. The pawn takes was right. That was right. It says here... Bishop there. I think I see why, because it takes here. Then, yeah, then it's all protected. So, yeah, that makes sense. Bishop E2. Yeah, he's getting off and castles. Okay. Okay, so that's the okay. This is the okay. We got now. We see what he should have played. Let's get to that other point in the game. Where's that other point? Let's see. Wait, was there another spot that I could have done something? Wait a second. Okay, I see. Okay, I just want to check. Okay, okay, sure. He says rook takes. Okay, check. Yeah, so he totally lost with that. Oh, so knight. Okay. Oh, gotcha. So knight takes bishop. Pawn takes. Queen takes. Pawn takes. Takes. Check. That's even better. Wow, that's really a stellar idea. Then the D7 comes into play. Takes here. And let's see, do I take or castle? I probably, what does it say? Takes, okay. Oh, then castles. Yep, here, yep, and then he'll win something back. Oh, he'll take another pawn. Yeah, the computer is really greedy. For sure, for sure. Okay, so takes, 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 takes. Okay, now we're at this critical point again in the battle. So he plays there. Oh, okay. Huh. Let's see what would have happened. See, this is what I was wondering here. Let's see there. Okay, comes over. Takes, takes, and I think knight. Oh, rook over, rook up. Okay. Yeah, and then I could play there. Okay. Okay, so we're at bishop, takes D, takes, takes. Okay, I castled. B6. Let's see what the computer says. What did I move right? Okay, I played there. Let's see if what. Okay, yeah, that would have kind of saved the game a little bit. Did I like? It's like my move. Okay, rook h2. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, exactly. And let's see. Okay, he played there. I took. So far, so good. We were holding the position. So he took the pawn there. I took. Okay, we're still good. So our position at this point, knight c6 was scary. Yeah, I didn't like. See, a lot of the computer moves are like crazy, and see, it says knight. I looked at this. I'm like, but if I played knight, yes, it's kind of greedy though, because then he attacks. Like if I play here, oh, he'll protect that. Gotcha. And then I can maneuver in or maneuver. Let's see. I think it's something to do with my knight. Yeah, there. Yeah, he doesn't want to take here. He'll play there. Yeah, that's a crazy move sequence though. He played there. Yeah, pawn push. Yeah. So far so good. We did play. There were a couple wrinkles in our position that we can learn from. Like the pawn takes was actually a better idea. Let me see. Knight when I had a rook here. Let's see. I gotta go back to that one part. Hold on. Right here. When I had a rook here, this is what they said's best. What happens if you take here? Oh, then that does work. Takes here, there. Oh, gotcha, here, and then you snap off the bishop, and yeah, and then here. Oh, and then this guy goes up the board. Gotcha. Okay, okay, I see. Boy, you know what? You could go over a game for a long time. Yeah, you can go over the game for a long. From one game, you can learn a ton. Yes. Yeah, you gotta. let's see. Let's see. We're at b5. Am I close? Let's see. Let me see. I think. Okay, b4. Okay, so this is right here. This is what you're thinking. b5. Pins are okay there. No? Okay. Okay. So, what move was that on? I'm just gonna, let's see. After bishop c4, okay. Bishop c4, let's go. Doo, doo, doo. Come on, don't lag on me now. Okay. All right, here we go. Bishop c4. There we go. So is this this is right here? Is this the one you're talking about? Yeah, but man, this game was chock full of really good. He played bishop. Oh, bishop c6. Okay, let me see. Bishop c. Oh, gotcha, right here. That one. Okay. Do we have? Oh, b5. Okay, b5. Okay, knight check. The only problem with b5 is that. So, or does he have? I know what you're thinking. Let's see. Takes here. Let's see there. Remember, there's no bad ideas. There's only, in my opinion, ideas that haven't been tried out. Because grandmasters don't get strong by always being correct. They get strong by learning from the ideas, and then improving. So don't worry, there's no bad idea. There's only learning. Yeah. So bishop takes. If time, can you analyze my game is black? Let's take a look. Come on. Come on. All right. So you're black. Okay, let's take a look. It's good so far. Okay. BE5, that's not bad. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, okay, there. Okay, good so far. Looks very familiar to the one we just kind of played. There, he's doing okay so far. Yeah, you have better structure. Even see, it looks like these double pawns are a problem, but you can just push right away. 94 has a double edge. Yeah. But I like that it restricts them. Yeah. Yeah, this yeah, the knight can't come in because if he plays here, you can take. Yeah, he plays. Okay, he's trying to crack the king side. Boy, yeah, that was. I don't know what he was thinking on that. He should have played. If he was going to play something, should have played here and then there. Yeah, you. This is a good game. This is totally winning. Whoa. Let's see. Yep, there. Yep, there. So far, so good. Your structure's great. That's good. Pawn push. So far, so good. Did you bring your rook in? Oh, that's actually okay. That's better. Okay, then this is actually mate here. Check. Let's see. This is an interesting idea. Let's see. If he plays there, yeah, that doesn't work. Now that I think about it. Yeah, that's a bad idea. I was thinking if I can bring the forces down. Okay, there. Interesting. Okay, let's see. Is there any way we can go for this? Let's see. You could bring another piece into the fight with bishop to. So then that gets rid of the knight. He'd have to move his knight, or not. He can't move any. He really can't move anything. Let's say he moves here. Yeah, there. Yeah, that's a bad move. Now that I think about it, that's a good move. It's just trying to find if there's any. Yeah, that's good. Yep, there's mate. That was a great game. But man, it'd be cool to have dropped this on him though. Oops. He'd be like, "What just happened?" That's a stellar mate, right? And your rook's being attacked. That's stellar. This pawn. You remember how you talked about double-edged with the pawn on e4? The pawn on e4 came in handy big time because it's the one that stops all the kings. Let's see, where was that? Let's go back. Hold on. Who'd have thunk that right there turned the tide of the battle? That formation right there. That would get the king here. That would get a rook here, and he would have something else here, and then you just bring your rook down and mate. Oops, my bad there. Oh, my bad. Hold on, let's go back up here. Oops, sorry. Boop, 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 boop. I get back. Yeah, who'd have thunk that taking would win? Like, man, it shows you those small little changes that even we think are kind of not so good end up becoming they pay in dividends at the end of the game because it's set up for where is that? It's set up for this. It's set up for this move right here. Who'd have thunk? Like, what move was that on, by the way? Let me see. Oh, on move 11, it's set up for checkmate on move 27. Who'd have thunk? 16 moves down the road, that this knight that sacrificed himself for the cause would actually be the one to deliver mate. Great game, man. Great game. Okay, thank you for sharing the 2 games. I appreciate that. And so yeah, with that I gotta log off. But I appreciate, and it was really fun to go over those 2 games. Keep up the good work. You're doing great. Okay, guys. As always, I gotta log off. But what so says, serve the Lord Jesus, and as I say, guys, God bless, and I'll see you next time on Chess Cruncher TV, and we'll go over maybe more games if people want to put them out there. And click follow if you like what you see. Bye bye, guys.